Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. I hope everybody is well. I will take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Capricorn out there, so guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. And as always, Capricorn, don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Capricorn? Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, you are starting out with the Four of Cups in the reverse. You have the Moon and you have the Five of Wands. So you're conflicted about something, but you're not telling anyone about it. There's somebody here that you're still thinking about, somebody that you're considering was a missed opportunity. You don't really want anybody to know about this. You're keeping it secret. It's something within you. And I feel like with the Five of Wands, you may feel that this would cause conflict. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Capricorn's energy. Show me who is in Capricorn's energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, or another Capricorn. Show me who is in Capricorn's energy. All right, so you have the Elder of Pentacles. This is like the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and Four of Wands in the reverse. All right. So the person that's in your energy, this could be somebody you're in a committed connection with, or they want to be in a committed connection with you. I do feel like this is somebody who is working very hard. They're trying to establish their own foundation, their own stability. With the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, there's an indication here, because it's coming out with the Four of Wands, that there's something that's ending here. So if you're in an established foundation with this person, I feel like there's something that this person is wanting to end. This could be a spiritual contract that is being broken. This person can be a little bit uncooperative. And I feel like with the Four of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody that feels like there's no stability within this connection. Hi, Leo. Leo, my cat just came running in too. I hope he hasn't brought something else in. Leo has been bringing gifts to me. A couple of them have been snakes, which I wasn't very happy about. All right, show me the energy between Capricorn and this person. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're in some sort of an established foundation with this person. But I feel like there's problems within this. It's like a foundation that is kind of like it's crashing, it's burning. It's not healthy. Something's wrong here. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Three of Wands. Yeah, there's a waiting energy. Yeah, there's a waiting energy here. It's like this person in your energy, you're in some sort of an established foundation or established connection with them, but it's like they're waiting for it to end. That's interesting. They may be feeling like your attention is divided. And I see that you may be keeping things to yourself because you're trying to avoid conflict with this person. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of the week. Ooh, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, walking away from something that is not making you happy in order to find your happiness, but you know it's going to cause conflict. And it's like this person has almost been seeing this coming. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is underlying energy. What this is telling me is that there are things that are not being talked about, things that are not being honestly explored. So there's a lack of clarity in the situation. And it's almost like there's something here you're keeping secret, something you're keeping to yourself, Capricorn, but you're doing it to avoid conflict. And ultimately, I see you walking away from this situation. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Four of Cups in reverse for Capricorn? All right, we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You're having a hard time walking away from this situation. It could be because of financial issues. There's something you feel like if you walk away from this connection, it's going to cause instability. It could be financial instability. It could be instability elsewhere. But I do feel like you don't feel this is a balanced connection, but you're having a very difficult time walking away from this. But there's a sense here that you feel like it's burning to the ground as you watch, but yet you can't quite walk away from it. And I do see that there's somebody here that is on your mind. It could be somebody else that's on your mind. Let's see what you're keeping secret. Why is the moon here? Yeah, what you're not talking about, what you're keeping secret, is that you are looking to move forward with this Wheel of Fortune. You want to move forward. You want to move things to move in a more positive direction. I think you think about this a lot, especially at night. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is the energy of somebody who is not single. You're not single, but you're waiting here. You're waiting for this wheel to turn. You're waiting for possibly something to be revealed here, or you're waiting to move things into a more positive direction. This could be a codependent connection as well. A lot of you fear walking away is going to cause financial stress or a loss of some kind. So that's why you're waiting. You're waiting to move forward. Let me see why the 5 of Wands is here for Capricorn. All right, we have the Empress. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And we have the King of Swords. Yeah, there's an energy here that you are wanting to give. You're wanting to nourish, you're wanting to grow, to build, but you know it's going to cause conflict. You feel like this energy, whatever it is that you're resisting moving towards, is going to be equal and balanced. You look at this and you say, oh, this could be a connection that could grow. Yeah, it's presenting as competition with this connection here. And I do feel like you're trying to be honest with yourself. You're trying to be fair. You're trying to be balanced and generous in the situation. But it's causing a lot of internal conflict. You could have internal conflict regarding a Taurus or a Libra. But I feel like Libra is very strong. There's an energy here of you needing to be honest about the situation in order to bring balance into your life. It's an energy where you know that if you reveal whatever this is, it's going to cause a lot of conflict between you and this person. Yeah, let me look at their energy. Show me the Elder of Pentacles. Wow. All right, we have the 3 of Wands. We have Judgment in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's in stuck energy. They're questioning themselves. They're wondering if they've made a poor judgment call here. Again, I see this energy of somebody who's just waiting. There's this waiting energy. And they're questioning whether they should be waiting. They're questioning, are they just stuck, you know? They're questioning their own judgment. It's almost like you both are aware on a subliminal level that this relationship that looks solid from the outside is disintegrating. But you both feel stuck. You feel like you can't walk away from it, and they feel stuck as well. And it's like they're waiting for that other shoe to drop. Let me see why the 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. And nobody's talking about it. Like nobody wants to, you know, bring this out in the open. There's a truth here that's not being dealt with. All right, 4 of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Pentacles. It has to do with new energy. Yeah, so I feel like this person is literally waiting for somebody new to come in to scoop them up. This is a codependent relationship. It's like they realize that at some point, this relationship is going to come to an end. It's disintegrating from the inside. And I feel like this person's kind of watching that happen, but they are unable to move forward or unwilling to move forward. But it's like they're waiting for it to end, and they're hoping that somebody new comes into their life before that happens, because that would help them to release and let this go. You see, it's codependent energy. They don't want to release and let this go until there's somebody new that's here. I do feel like this person has tried to approach you and talk about the situation, but I feel like at the same time, you're unwilling to do so. And it's because you fear loss, whether it's financial or whether it has to do with the connection itself. Let me see why the 4 of Wands is in reverse. Four of Wands in the upright and Justice. Yeah, this person's asking for karmic justice here. See, they don't know whether this is going to end or whether it's going to balance out. So I feel like there's a lot that's not being said. There's a lot that's not going on. And in the meantime, I feel like this person is hoping that somebody new will come into their life that will help them deal with this loss a little bit better. And I feel like this is somebody who would jump into that. As soon as this relationship is over, they're hoping to jump into another connection. This is someone who does not want to be alone. Let me see the Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant for Capricorn and this person. Show me the shared energy. Yeah, the Star card in reverse. They're feeling hopeless about the connection. And Temperance. I feel like you've tried to balance it out. I feel like you've resisted the urge to walk away. You had an opportunity to walk away at some point, Capricorn, and you chose not to. You chose to balance this out. But you're realizing that there is no balance in this connection. And so I think your thoughts are returning to whoever it was that you had this missed opportunity with. And I see that a lot. I see, you know, when a relationship is not going well, a lot of times people will reminisce about, you know, somebody that from their past. Let me see the 3 of Wands. Why is the 3 of Wands here? There could be text or emails or something of that nature that are discovered. I feel like this person in your energy could be searching your social media to see if there's somebody new. All right, we have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Cups reverse. Yeah, you literally turned down another opportunity, it looks like, Capricorn, in order to remain in this connection. But secretly, you're wanting to move forward now, but you're keeping that to yourself to avoid the conflict. And I feel like there's this energy of you're not sorry that you know, had this other person in your energy. There's an energy here of you sacrificing. There was a sacrifice made to keep this connection together. But now but it's a codependent relationship. Now the person that's in your energy, they're feeling burdened. They're feeling overwhelmed. They feel hopeless about the connection because whatever the problems were that was in this connection would not be solved by the sacrifice that was made. So this person, and they're having a hard time meeting new people as well. So I do feel like, I feel like they may have known about this other person, this missed opportunity, and now they may be on a hunt looking through your social media or your phone or emails or something, because I do get the energy that, you know, they're looking for something here. Yeah, they're looking for something. There's a lot of problems in this connection. So let me see. You have the 8 of Cups. So show me the outcome between Capricorn and this person. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. I see Gemini, Libra energy. All right, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Chariot. Yeah, you're moving away from this, Capricorn. You could be physically moving or just emotionally moving away from the connection. You're walking away from something that is not for your highest good. It's not making you happy. And what are you moving towards? Well, you're moving towards possibly an air sign or a water sign, but you're moving towards your heart's desire. You're moving towards something that you feel is equal and balanced, something that you feel like is going to grow. You're having to get really honest with yourself. I do feel like you're trying to act in a fair manner, but I do see you moving forward. But you're going to have to become honest with yourself and honest with this person in doing so. And I feel like you haven't been doing that because you were trying to avoid conflict here. In their energy, I feel like this person is going to put up a fight. They are. As this connection ends, it could go into legal issues, particularly if you're married to this person. I feel like they're going to put up a fight because they're asking for justice here. They feel wronged. They feel as if there was, that, you know, the justice was not in the connection. Yeah, so as you move forward, I would expect, especially if you're married to this person, I would expect there would be some legal issues. This person is going to want karmic justice. Yeah, so, all right, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This indicates to me that you're tired. You're very tired. It also does indicate to me, though, that, you know, a lot of the problems, the reason that you're tired is because of a lack of communication and a lack of clarity in the situation. So I feel like, you know, in order to overcome the problems with the Nine of Wands here, there needs to be communication, open, honest communication and clarity provided. So let me pull an oracle card for you, Capricorn, and we'll see if there's any further guidance. Pulling for Capricorn. All right, yep, we have number 20. It says family and tribe. So there could be a child involved in this situation as well, and that could be complicating things. Let me read that for you. One moment. Be very discerning with other people's opinions. Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you're living your life in order to make someone else happy or make yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness, even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Often working with your energy centers, in particular the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence, and help you manifest your desires into physical reality. Yeah, so some of you could have like family pressures that are associated with you making this decision as well. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Capricorn. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Capricorn, know that you are loved, and namaste.